Hey guys! Okay, so it's a really rainy day today, so I'm going to show you how to do a project. I'm going to make a really cute cardigan out of this oversized guy's t-shirt. So what you'll need is a pair of fabric scissors, lace. If you have a pocket like I do, you'll probably want to dress it up. So, you know, I got some lace, some ribbon. Again, if you have like a pocket, you might want to dress it up. A big button, possibly. Depends if you have one or not. Thread and needles and pins to hold stuff in place. You'll also need elastic. You won't need this much, but you'll just need about the size of your sleeve, just a little bit less. And you might need some buttons if you want your cardigan to button up or not. It just kind of depends on what you want, but just make sure that you're personalizing it to where it expresses you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I already tried on this shirt, and it's a small bass shirt, and even though it's a small, it's quite big on me, so I think I might just leave it that way so it'll be like a big, you know, like cardigan, an oversized one, because I like that style. But anyway, so just cut it down the middle. Okay, so next what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it down the middle, which I just did. I should have shown y'all how to do it first, but all you do is you measure it, and my shirt was very easy. It was 20 inches, which is very simple. You just go to 10, so you would go to about 10 on here, 10, and then you would just cut straight up the line, and I just kind of winged it, like I marked it with a pencil on here, and then I just cut as straight as I could, and it doesn't really matter because whenever you tug on it, it will curl inwards. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it just a little bit back like that, so it'll be even. But yeah, so but once you do that, and now I'm going to cut off the collar. I'm going to cut it off probably about 1.5 inches around it, so that it will be like a big one. Okay, so I cut the collar off of this, and it looks good. I like it. You probably should do the collar first, that way you don't have to trail around. But it's nice and even, and I did about 1/2 inch. And I thought I was going to do more than that, but it looks better, just like. Okay, so once you have the collar cut, now you're going to mark off this. I marked it off 2 inches because I want 2 inches off of the bottom of it, but not the top. And so I measured it to where it would just be getting this little part off right here evenly. Alright, so now I'm done cutting. I just got done with the 2 inches, and I cut it off. And I might use this later, so I'm going to keep it. Remember, keep all scraps. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing to the other side. And then after that, you can take it and pin it in if you want. Alrighty, so now you're going to take a piece of elastic, and you're going to cut it just enough to where it doesn't take up your whole sleeve. It takes up most of it, but not all of it. And you're going to fold this. See my little ring line? Anyway, so you're going to take this, and you're going to flip it inside out, and you're going to scrunch it. You're going to sew it, you know, scrunchily all the way through, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Alright, as you can see, I have started my piece of elastic. Now all you do is you take your needle and you pull it through, and then you pull the elastic tight, and you pull it through and pull the elastic tight and pull it through, and so on and so on. I made a knot here just so it would keep all of this while I could show you guys. But all you do is you take the needle, you stick it through just this side, and you pull it through. And then you pull up, and then you pull up, and do it again, pull it up, and do it one more time on this one needle, and then you pull through all of those little knots that you just made, and you pull it tight, and then you just keep going. But yeah, that's how you do it. And that's what it looks like when you get that done. I have now just finished both sleeves. Here's the other one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, since I have a pocket, I'm going to measure out this much and see how far it is. And it is about like roughly 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to do 2.5. Alright, so after I do the 2.5 marker, I will pull this back to 2.5 inches, which would be about like that, I guess. And I'm going to fold back this whole thing and make it like that. I'm going to fold it back and sew it in pink. Anyway, it's going to be like one even line all the way down. That way it looks really good and, you know, it's finished. Plus it'll take some of the big wide stuff off of the sides. Okay, so I just finished my my final project, and I really like the looks of it. Like, I didn't really know what it was going to look like at first because this is the first time I've done it, but I really like it. It turned out how I thought it would in my head, but let me show you. Okay, so here's the final look. I took this, I forgot to tell you guys that I stitched up the sides just like a pillow look, a pillowcase stitch, I think that's what it's called. All I did was I started from the bottom and I folded it in, you know, and then I cut off the excess and I sewed it all the way up. And then I got to, sorry, my shoulder just popped. And then I got to the collar and I sewed it all the way up. And then this, I really like the, yeah, the sleeves look really good. I like those. And then the pocket, I ended up sewing on a piece of ribbon on the top part and a button. I really like the button. And then I put lace on. I hope you guys like it. That's the final look.